Nicole, we're on an overpass here in Trenton, not far from Canada's largest Air Force base. Highway 401 has partially reopened in the last couple of hours. You can go west, but it remains closed going east. The reason it was closed entirely today because of icy conditions, several crashes, but fortunately no one was killed, partly due to some heroism here.
Tractor trailer, two of them actually were on fire and multiple cars involved. 17 in fact were in this incident.
A terrifying incident on Canada's busiest highway near Trenton. One vehicle after another collided. You could see the ice glistening on the road in late afternoon. Eastbound lanes remained closed as westbound traffic was finally allowed back on the highway. At one point today, Highway 401 was closed in both directions, essentially from near Brighton to Belleville. Two big rigs caught fire. Luckily, their contents weren't toxic.
One was carrying cheese and another was carrying spinach.
But the fire put a woman inside a vehicle in peril until another driver stepped in to make a daring rescue.
And one of the truck drivers that went off into the ditch came over. There was a woman trapped between the two trucks that were on fire. She couldn't get out, and he smashed the back window out with his bare hand, broke his hand, and removed her from the vehicle.
The fire chief says that rescuer was a medical doctor from another country, not practicing here, driving a box truck instead to earn a living. He's been recommended for a citation for bravery. How good was that when somebody steps in who has that training that can make a difference?
Yeah, it gives you a little more confidence, and of course he did check this woman out basically before the EMS arrived on scene, and she seemed okay.
Considering the damage and the conditions, the fire chief called it a miracle no one was killed or seriously injured. But he cautioned drivers to take more care.
I'm in my 40th year in emergency services, so when I was responding, I had whiteouts, and I got on the radio and told my people, like, take your time. We always, we want to guarantee our arrival. And I wasn't surprised when, I couldn't see two car lengths ahead of me that something else could happen. Again, Highway 401 eastbound remains closed at this point here. The westbound lanes have reopened. But again, we cover a lot of stories which involve tragedy, and this certainly could have been one, but for a lot of circumstances that just worked out, including that physician. That physician, we understand, who was from Turkey, living in Mississauga, who helped that person smash the glass, drag that woman out, and she was not hurt, but she was tucked between those two burning vehicles and certainly could have been seriously injured or killed, but for what that physician did. Back to you, Nicole.
Yeah, some very heroic efforts. Thanks, Sean. That's our Sean O'Shea reporting live for us tonight.